Won't we find the truth you speak of through loving service to humanity, through acts of love and compassion? Oh, this is a lovely question. Won't we find the truth you speak of through loving service to humanity, through acts of love and compassion? The do-gooders were always helping society, the poor, devoting their life to poverty and helping others to accept the poverty or to move out of that poverty. This is going on, recognized by religious people as great act, making them into saints. You know all this. You read about it almost every day in the papers. The missionaries that go out. It's all so ridiculous. Now, the questioner says, through acts of love, compassion, service, do we find that truth which is not yours or mine or doesn't belong to any religion? Now, do you love? Do you have compassion? Do you want to help or serve another? When you set out to serve another, to help another, it means you know much better than the other fellow does. I think there is a great deal of vanity in all this. In the name of service, in the name of love. Don't you think so? A great deal of self-expression. I want to fulfill myself through various activities. Maybe service, maybe that which is called love, or through what we call love and compassion. Isn't it natural and healthy indication to help another? That's natural. Why do we make a dance and a song about it? And compassion. What is it? What does it mean? The meaning of that word. Passion for all. Feeling deep passion. For all that means. Be intense, have that feeling of great intensity. Not to kill another human being, not to kill a living thing. Then you will say, we can't. When you kill a cabbage, that's to kill something. So, where do you draw the line? To kill a human being? To kill a baby seal? To kill your enemy who is aggressive? As you yourself have been aggressive last year, So, can compassion exist? Love exists when there is antagonism, when there's competition, when each one of us is seeking success. Go into all this earth. So, in having self-knowing, let's put it this way, in knowing myself, which is knowing the content of my consciousness, which is myself, the content, the beliefs, the antagonisms, the agony, the loneliness, the suffering, the pain, desire to be secure, if all that and more is my consciousness. Without knowing that, understanding the whole conflicting, destructive combination which is my consciousness, how can I love? How can I have that thing called compassion? So to know the understanding of oneself, not the improvement of the self, which is merely the improvement of my selfishness, which can be marvelous if you want that kind of thing. The understanding of myself, the understanding of my reactions, the way I think, why do I, the whole movement of myself. The Greeks, the ancient Greeks and the ancient Hindus talked about know thyself. But very few people have really studied themselves. They have studied the animals, rats, guinea pigs, dogs, monkeys, vivisection, all that, what is happening. And through them they hope to understand themselves. They talk about behavior, but they never studied themselves. We are the greatest experimenters if we are in ourselves. And to know oneself is to understand, look in the mirror of our relationship. I can't know myself just by thinking about myself, whether I am this, whether I am that. But I can understand myself is revealed in my relationship to my wife, to my children, to my neighbor, to governments, to everything. I see myself as I am, not as I would like to be, but actually as I am. Then there's a possibility of seeing what actually is. There's a possibility of changing that, of bringing about transformation in that. But we never study ourselves. We are always studying books, and the books tell us what we are, and trying to adjust ourselves what others have told us. What others have told us is what we are. So why do we have to be told by others what we are? You understand all this? Because we want to be quite certain that what we study is accurate. So we turn to others. We'll make mistakes. we say this right, this wrong, I did this here, but there is this constant alert of awareness of one's reaction in one's relationship that requires attention, a great deal of sensitivity, and to be physically sensitive, not be drugged, not take alcohol, smoke. How can you be sensitive? So, compassion, love can only exist when the self is not. As we said the other day, when you are not, that which is immense is.